Hi, welcome back to another tutorial. So in this tutorial we are going to use most common module, that is IR module, infrared module. So IR module actually it is worked on the principle of reflection. So this is black one is the transmitter, another one is the receiver. So when you are giving the supply, what will happen? It will trigger the circuit and it will this transmitter LED will give IR light, and if any obstacle is there in front of the IR module, it will get reflected and it will give some logic values. So if there is no object, by default this will give the 0 as a logic, 0 value. If any object is there in front of the IR module, it will give the value 1. So actually in this IR module consisting 3 pins. One is the 5 volt, ground and output. So 5 volt and ground, all the modules we need to give the supply, then only it will work. So 5 volt ground is the default in all the sensors and module. There must and should be 2 pins you will get, that is 5 volt and ground. Some sensor will consist only 1 output, some sensor 2, or some like accelerometer it will consist 3. In this module only 1 output is there that we need to connect to our Arduino Uno board. So this is actually digital sensor, digital value only it will give. It will give value in the form of 0s and 1. In your home you can see like remote you are using, that is nothing but IR concept only. And remote IR transmitter is there with the remote and receiver side. In your TV side there is one receiver, this LED. So when you are pressing the key, it will give some IR frequency value, and that the receiver part, IR receiver will receive and accordingly it will change the channel or something, whatever command you are giving from your remote. So this is also very interesting. We have Arduino Uno board. We are now going to interface it. So let's start. Okay, first I will give the connection in the IR sensor module. So this black wire I am going to connect to the ground of the IR sensor module, and orange wire I am connecting to 5 volt of IR sensor module. Yellow wire I am connecting to output. So now ground I need to connect to the ground. So we have 2 ground here. So any one ground you can connect it. Orange wire is connected to the 5 volt. No, I'm connecting to the 5 volt. And this anywhere you can put it, but you need to declare in the code which pin you are using. Let us assume I am connecting this output of IR sensor module, pin number 2 of Arduino Uno. So that Arduino Uno pin only we need to connect. Now I will explain the code. I already written the code. So this is very basic and simple code. Okay. So actually I connected pin number 2, IR sensor module output pin number 2. So to pin number I am assigning in a variable that is IR, and data type is int. Now this is the void setup function. So here we have to set up our statements. So what setup we have to do? First we have to tell the compiler about the mode. How many pins are you using in this particular code? We are using only 1 pin, that is pin number 2. And which mode we have to use? We have to use it as an input mode. Why? Because we are reading the values of IR sensor module. We are not giving any command from the microcontroller to the sensor. In case of LED, we were giving output. From the microcontroller, we were giving some signal like in the form of high pulse or low pulse, or 5 volt or ground, or you can say high or low. But in case of IR sensor module, we have to read the status of the IR sensor module. So we have to provide here input. So in the pin mode is a function. In that function we have to give the 2 parameters. One parameter is your pin number, another one it will be either input mode you are using or output. So this input mode, it should be in input mode, and pin number is 2. Here I took 2, so that pin number variable I need to put it here. After that, as I told, we are going to print the value serially on the monitor, just to get the idea what value I am getting. If I am putting the obstacle in front of the IR sensor module, what value I am getting. If there is no obstacle, what value I am getting. So for that, we need to put one baud rate 9600, and in the void loop function we have to write our logic that will be executed infinite time. So digital read is a function. Here we need to pass IR, that variable, and this variable I am assigning into the I. So this I variable, now I am going digital read, whatever value I am reading from the IR sensor, that I am going to print ln, that I am going to print, and after each line by line it will change. Means after printing this I value, it will change the line. Okay, to open the serial monitor, we need to go top of the right side, and here we have to open the serial monitor. So after opening the serial monitor, I am getting the default value. I am getting the default value on the serial monitor 00. After opening the serial monitor, here you must and should check the baud rate should be 9600 only, because in the code we written 9600. If suppose in the code we are writing 115200 or any of this baud rate value, then in the serial monitor it should be the same baud rate, then only it will print. Otherwise it will give some garbage value. Let us see. Now it is giving some garbage value. If I am putting the same baud rate value here, it will give the value. Now see, as there is a no object, this IR sensor value is giving the value 0. The moment when I will put my finger or hand, it will give value 1. See, and that particular LED also blinking in the IR sensor module. If I am removing my hand, I am getting the value 0. If I am putting, I am getting the value 1. 0, 1. So it is a basic code, and it is a very interesting sensor. So by using this we can do a number of applications that I will at the end of the tutorial I will explain you, like by using this IR sensor module, how many small project we can do it, mini project as well as major project we can do it. Thanks.